Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Just making sure all the little bugs are out of the way here before we start. It's good to see everybody. Oh, yeah. Can anybody take a guess at the theme of my Warframe? Sorry, that's maybe I should put something underneath here. I'm actually standing at my desk today, so maybe I should even put that down a little bit, because you're going to hear every little thing I move and everything else. Maybe like that. Void. Ooh. It is one of the cycles, after all. Oh, where's my... What? I took my glasses off. No, where's my glasses? Oh, there we are. Good morning. All right. Now, what do you think? Come on. Come on. There's actually not a lot of clothes that work well with the look that I wanted. But something that I definitely noticed within this particular update is, wow, there is a ton of references to all kinds of different movies in here. It just so many. I can't believe now you've seen The Matrix. Come on, man. I was even noticing that the green, there's like a green, not a, it's really weird to kind of describe, but I feel like the filter over a lot of Hulvania, but especially, yeah, they should have added that in our little area here. There's just so much green, and it goes off of the exact same kind of color palette that we see in the Matrix movies. And there's just so many different references to the Matrix in this particular thing. Damn, dare I say, a lot of the plot is oddly reminiscent of the Matrix Reloaded, even. Yeah. I actually thought I turned the fog completely off, but I don't know if anybody, where everybody's at in the quest so far. But if you do get to rank 5, a little bit of a spoiler here, I apologize if you haven't been there yet, but people start coming in. You know, they're just hanging out, they're playing some video games. It's all good. So, got to get to the meat of today, and that's the video that I'm putting out. I wore this gear today because my video is going to be very different than, well, I wouldn't say very different, but versus me doing the typical, let's say, theorizing that I do. I'm presenting the entire quest as kind of an explanation first, right? Well, we can watch the secret ending if anybody wants to. I actually have it up on queue. But I believe that Warframe, or the Hex, I guess, the quest specifically, has what I would call a very obvious ending. And then perhaps that obvious ending is so obvious that it's not what it's supposed to be. But I'm going to present the what I would consider to be what the quest wants you to believe. And then I'm going to offer you what I unequivocally believe is the truth. So for those who haven't seen the new the extra ending, you know, once you I think it's liked with each one of the hex. How many of you have seen it? Because I definitely don't want to play it here if you haven't and you. Well, Nico, if you played the... Alright, what's with the domestic bot here? Oh, wait, I think you can destroy the bot, by the way. Thank you, Abyss. I appreciate you you re-upping there, too. And I appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. At some point... you come back and watch the stream though, because I want to make a couple points here before my video, especially to the members. But I'm just putting this out for you guys. That's why I made this stream just members only, because I'm going to kind of give you the gist of what's going down in Chinatown, if you will. For those that have seen the cutscene, the new one, did you notice Alberic's voice in the end? No. That's the whole thing. Like that. This is kind of a spoilery. Because I'm guessing most of the people that are going to be here probably they were probably knee deep in Warframe, maybe waist deep, shoulder deep even for the past week, like myself. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm actually getting a little sick of Warframe because I've been playing it so much. Like, it's insane. I've spent so much time in the mall, it's ridiculous. But I'm going to play that scene. And then I want to discuss what it means, because the implications are, like, they are diabolical. Okay? So, I trust everybody's okay with seeing this last part here again, right? All right. Can you hear the audio for this thing? Well, it doesn't look like it's showing any audio yet. One second. I apologize. Let me just see where this is. Oh, that's fine. All right, I think we might be in good shape here. Just give me 1 second. Oh, that's fine. All right, I think we might be in good shape here. Sorry. 1 second. Oh, that's fine. Okay.
We're not gonna make it, man.
Hey, James.
Maybe we cut our losses like we should have done weeks ago.
What's he talking about, Marty? I told you this was a setup.
I can't.
Okay, before we go any further, question. How did we get to the Zerman? Who took us here? That's first thing. Because what's important here is also not just who took us here, but the scene directly before it, where you have the man in the wall supposedly like injured or something. I'm not really sure what was going on there with it, like kind of phasing, and Albert saying, "Oh, this is the breach," blah blah blah. Because it's odd that the Indifference was like so injured, and then a second later it just was like totally fine, laughing, and from what I saw, it literally grabs Albert at the same time, and presumably because that's like the last scene beforehand, I guess it takes us there too, right? So, given that, let's keep watching. I actually can't hear this at the moment. Put on the other set of speakers. Headset here. Oh, also very important. Listen to the Indifference's voice.
Eleanor, you still okay?
We are fine.
This is another weird part.
What's going on?
Was it just me, or couldn't Eleanor speak? Am I missing something with why
Down there. No.
she lost? Seems to have lost her voice again in Holvania. It's just like a design choice or something. She'd just rather talk to people through their heads, but I don't know. Well, okay, so all right, let me go over a few things. So, first of all, the idea that I think that is being portrayed throughout this whole situation is that Albert is clearly the bad guy. This is what the indifference is trying to show us, right? And that
Nor hold here.
essentially, you know, it should be, we should be trying to do what it wants to do versus the other way around. And then you have the idea that Albrecht is also trying to manipulate you to do what he wants in a very similar fashion. So, in the grand scheme, you have two entities, almost like in a chess game for us specifically, trying to get us to do what they essentially want. And one of the things that I noticed throughout the quest was that, and this is something that isn't new, it's basically something that has followed his character throughout, is that at least what they're portraying is the real Albrecht and Trotty, right? Is ultra cold. Super cold. Right? And I think the reason why is that he understands the process that essentially
Eleanor.
emotionality is something that the void likes or wants. This scene's so good.
Sure that you are still you.
Of course we are.
Now y'all notice that basically we transfer into each one of the warframes or the proto frames here. It like the moment you can hear the little transference thing go on. Essentially, we're doing what we do for all the warframes.
Eleanor.
I'm here.
See, there she spoke, right? It's just, I don't know. Okay, so what was the question? What I saw. Okay, so there's it. Actually, it's interesting that you say that. At what point does your mania over a thing turn you into a bad guy? Because, you know, the saying goes that hell is the way to hell is paved in good intentions. So the idea that Albrecht, if you know, just to stop the indifference, will do anything and take any risk and pay any cost, especially when the costs aren't his to pay a lot of times. I don't know. I don't look at Albrecht and Trotty as a good person. And in fact, kind of the point that I'm making here is that I'm questioning a lot of the emotional times that we see in Trotty. Even to the point of the end of Whispers in the Walls with the final page and whatnot. Because more and more I'm starting to see that a lot of this it's just it's all a manipulation. And the point behind what I was kind of why I was asking who took us to the Zerman is that in theory, right, the indifference is the one that's allowing us to go back and change things in the first place.
They'll get on you. I'm seeing this through.
So it makes you question, especially with the end. If everything that we're seeing here from the time that Entrati is abducted to the very end, that all of it isn't the man on the wall. Quincy just had to do his job and not die. I did kind of like the Saving Private Ryan reference, though. That's exactly what that part came from, without question. Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. Like when the Warframe or when the Drifter transfers into each one of the Hex, they get like full powered. They get the same kind of powers that our Warframes get, because now they're fully imbued with the void power of the Tenno versus just, you know, what they had before is just Warframes. And here's the thing that I'm getting out of this whole thing, though, is that at the very end of this, I'm starting to believe that the Indifference wants us to think that we are going against it. Because if its goal is to embrace emotion, right? If that is the idea behind the Indifference and what it's, you know, trying to get, if you will. Something that's been said quite a few times already in different aspects of different quests. I think it wants us to be emotional. It wants us to get emotional about the Hex, because that's what it feeds on. Whereas every single instance that we've seen of Entradi, every one, he is acting cold. And he even says, "Are you no more of a child than your other?" Perhaps having a double meaning, but let's just go with the first meaning that I was kind of taking from it, right? Obviously that you're too immature to make these very, very tough choices. I mean, you can look at emotion as a double-edged sword. Emotion can weaken you, but it can also make you as strong as you've ever been. Whenever, you know, you feel like you're protecting somebody you love or something like that, like you'll do things that you can't do normally. You know, that's the power of emotions. That, like, because of that, it allows you to almost transcend your typical, and this is all of us, like, you know, I mean, it allows you to transcend your typical, you know, base abilities, I guess you could say. And, you know, Entradi even says in the first time around, if that is in fact him, again, he's like, you know, they gave their lives for this. It's already done. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to. You didn't do anything. You tried your best. Let's go. The thing that I wanted to have happen is done, right? But your Drifter, Tenno, chooses essentially love, caring, and emotion over the cold, indifferent behavior that Entradi has tried to kind of utilize in order to justify the horrific things that he does. And I get it, because even in all the different teachings that you see in Orc and stuff, especially with the Duviri tablets and whatnot, everything is all about emotional control. That's the idea. Like, you have to be able to control your emotions, especially in the face of the void, or bad things can occur. And like here, I think that the Indifference is just giving the opinion, or not the opinion, the illusion of it trying to stop us. Because first of all, this it's what do you call it? It's method by doing it is so incredibly weak that I almost have to ask, if there was any conviction in it at all. It just sends a couple different murmur hands after us. That's it. That's what it thinks it can stop the Tenno from moving forward. It knows better. And I think when we get to the end here, Albrecht's voice, especially with the emotionality of it, gives off. I love this part too. This is whenever he basically, if you listen real close, he actually gives Amir like a big breath of air, like sucks in to basically stop the panic attack. And allows Amir to just calm down.
Hold out your hand.
So cool. But essentially, the idea that I'm trying to portray is I don't think Albrecht has any part in anything we see past where he speaks about this is the breach and blah blah blah. And I have in my video, I have kind of what I think he's getting for with that as well. But I think that I think you're going to really enjoy the video. If you like The Matrix, you're really going to enjoy the video. Because, again, how I'm going to be presenting it is at the very end, I'm going to offer you the red pill, blue pill option. What about the hand? You mean the hand that essentially is always the one that seems to... Talk to me on this one, PG. Maybe I'm not thinking about this. Oh, okay. Yeah, you could see that. Listen to Entradi's voice here.
The only way it ever does. With others. Carry this power with mercy, Tenno.
So he says sorry because remember in the very beginning of the quest, he, whenever the drifter popped out of the X-Cow, Arthur stabbed him in the hand.
What a day.
Well, that burned a few calories.
Money, not what hurt his mates. Respect.
Right here by your side. Now and always.
I'm not afraid to dive.
Hey, after this, we go for dinner.
18K, that's a really good, oh, here, before I answer that part is also just extremely important. But first, what do all these things have to do with Lotus Eaters? Well, I can't say this for certain, because something that I do think is odd is I know during Lotus Eaters we did something with the phone that allowed Lloyd to, I guess, triangulate a position in time or whatever so that we could get back, right? That was the idea behind Lotus Eaters. And I suppose that's how our drifter was able to come through the Helminth, right? It is weird that the drifter was injured in that way. But again, if the drifter still has the Lotus's like almost like human looking hands still, you know, that it like he kind of ripped open his hand with in Duviri. Maybe that human hand still can be injured. I don't know. That's it. Yeah, that's true. The paracesis has a similar effect on them. This is an interesting scene too. I can't make out. I mean, I assume that they're implying that this is the Drifter, but I don't know. Because this is the frame that the indifference has taken over before. And I don't know who, I've never seen, what character does that? All right, we're going to go back to... So, now that you've seen that, let me go over the sequence complete thing. If you remember, during the ARG, and this is one of the things, and I will be including a lot of the important parts of the ARG in this video as well. That's already in the script. The ARG was centered around the idea that we needed to spread the sequence, okay? Spread the signal. And once we got through, hey, Ephemera, how are you? Once we got through the whole ARG, that's when we realized that it's being insinuated, at least, that the indifference has essentially control over everything that you see with the eye. Or at least it can control it at any time it wants. So, you know, when you see something like, let's see. Where's the... I thought there was one video game that had just the eye on it, but... perfect example is there. What you come to learn in the ARG is that the indifference was the one that wanted the signal spread, that needed the signal spread, and even thanks us for it, for doing it. So, kind of getting back to my other point... When we hear Entradi's voice in the way it is, and the fact that we are doing, by all rights, the exact opposite thing that Entradi tells us we need to do during the quest, would it not make more sense that the indifference is the one telling us to make emotional bonds with the Hex members? Yeah, I actually tried to get rid of the fog, and it just doesn't want to. I don't want to do it. Didn't I? Could have sworn. Yeah, I have. Yeah. And then on top of all this, yeah, there's so much lore. There's so much lore in the chat. Now, but here's one thing I will... Wait. This is something that's probably important. Not to mention... So this is clearly like... I don't know, man. I can't get over the thought that given all the imagery that I'm seeing in the ARG, in the ending, and the sequence being complete, and everything being here, that it's just hard for me to buy in anymore that this stuff is all being made by Entrati. So did they see? I didn't see the exact lore that said that the Drifter created Duviri. I know that they said it was off of a book, but I mean, it could be correct. But what I was going to say is that I still think there's a level of, because there's a couple things in there. Like it also is confirmed that Dominus Thrax is us. You know, it's another version of us, which is also something I'm going to go into in our lore in the next video here, because there's something else. Here's a question, real quick. Do you think our Tenno, the child Tenno, right? Would you say they act like a child? They've ever acted like a child? But that aside, but real quick, just on that same point, it's weird that Entrati would say that our Tenno is immature. I'm going to say no more about that, because that's going to be something that I'm going to add in the video that'll be kind of... I want you guys to have some surprises too, if you will. But I caution the information, though, in the lore as being what we would call ironclad. And here's why. Because there are multiple situations where one of the proto-frames will ask a question, right? And you are given multiple options to give the truth. And the truth is very different. Meaning that I'm not 100% certain that everything that we see in there is quote-unquote true. Because there's no way that the truth is different for me than it is for you. If you put in an answer that talks about one aspect of Duviri that's created this way, and my answer is different, and I made sure in a lot of this situations, you can't go back in the chat logs and see it, but if you recorded during when the actual chats were going on, you could go to each individual one and it would actually flesh out the entire answer, right? And like I said, there are multiple times when the Tenno is telling somebody the quote-unquote truth, but I have multiple different choices on what the truth is. Meaning that I'm not 100% certain that some of the things that are in here are just the Tenno's interpretation of what they're seeing, not necessarily the quote-unquote full truth. Like I said, I don't think you can't really see any of the... Oh, here's another one that's really messed up, dude. This one's messed up. This one on top of, I think, Eleanor and, amazingly enough, Quincy. the nun. I don't know if I did or not. I just checked my communications. I didn't see anything. Am I missing something? That's all right. I'll wait. I'm sure it's gonna go out here shortly. But that's like the religious one. I think is that the one you're talking about? I think I had that one. Yes, that. No, that one I didn't get. Oh, I'm gonna have to make. Or try to make a burger with it. Yeah, see, I didn't see that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm actually starting to get more. I said this a long time ago, okay, and I believe it more now than ever on the quest, especially with the idea that the indifference kind of, and again, is it telling the truth? I don't know, but there's a part where it talks about the Orkin and how they just basically took the void without it even asking. And now I'm not starting to, I've believed this for years. I actually said, I put it in older videos, but I think the void and the indifference are one and the same. Albrecht giving it a personality may have made it capable of, like, let's say, you know, moving around and having its, you know, its own agenda, if you will. But I think it's always had an idea of existence, and it's felt everything that has touched it. So I think potentially now that the void has a personality within Trotty, it's very possible that any entity, anyone that's had some void influence, be it, you know, through a suit or, you know, through an experiment or anything else, that it has access to you and that you can see it. You could send it through Twitter would probably be good if you have that. Could maybe put it on YouTube, or Twitter would probably be the easiest way, if like I said, if you have that. Now, the one thing I did see about Eleanor that I thought was really creepy was her discussion about the indifference whenever she was trying to speak to Eleanor, or to see what was going on with Rusalka. And essentially what she kind of alluded to, and I think Quincy actually, amazingly enough, I think Quincy was the one who kind of confirmed it, is that it's very possible that the void is everywhere. Like, this whole world is built of void. And that he's just under the surface of everything. That, like, I think they made mention that like reality is the crust. And just underneath that crust is the indifference. Yeah, Quincy's real into Parvis. Well, that's that, you know. That's kind of his dude. Right? So who all did everybody date? Yeah, Quincy and Amir are cool in mine too. I like that. Quincy actually, it's amazing. Like in all my previous videos, I was how much of a douche Quincy was. Quincy was the first person that I actually connected with, and I think I had he's like one of the highest standing ones. I don't know, for some reason, like he and I just we just kind of vibe. The hardest one for me so far has been Arthur. Like Arthur, dude, I had the hardest time with Arthur. And then for the female side, although I had an easy time too with Aoi, Letty was the toughest one, without question. Eleanor just like always just seemed to like kind of be vibing with me. Does that make sense? Like everything, she was just always like everything I would say, we'd always like kind of just back and forth, and it just kind of worked real well. And it was weird because there was like a point where I could date her. I couldn't date her, but like every time I would go down to talk to her, she would just be like throwing this game out, like serious game, talking about like getting inside and this, that, and the other thing. And she said something like, you know, some relationships you just can't deny, Drifter, they're inevitable and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow, man, thirsty. I will say this, just from all the different reactions that people have given online and what I'm reading here from you all, this was actually a really cool system. Like, I don't know if, I wonder if they actually went and got like some psychologists and stuff to help with dialogue, to kind of, because it does seem like certain people vibe with certain people and other people vibe with other people. Like like in real, it was comfortable with some and very almost off-putting in others. And I just thought that was like, I thought it was so unique. You know, then on top of everything, how much lore they put in, like, which was a super smart way to do things. You didn't have to say anything. You didn't have to get a voice actor. You didn't have to make quests. You didn't have to, you know, make any type of actual content. You just put some words out, and the entirety of the lore community. I mean, I guess I'm only speaking for myself here, but I can only assume that everybody else's jaws dropped in the same ways that mine did in so many different instances, right? Oh, okay. Oh, man. Can you do it on YouTube? Oh, like, I don't know if you can do it on reply either. Oh, you know what you could do? You could send it on email to the email on my Twitter. And I can get it through there. Or Discord. How about that? Oh, and also, for anybody that, especially any of you that are in the members here, feel free to send me a friend request on Warframe here, and I will accept you without question. When we do get a chance to play together and whatnot, it'll make it so much easier for me. That way, during the stream, we don't have to, like, you know, kind of do the back and forth. Just make sure. Hey, Joe, how are you, bud? It's just so much easier. Yeah, I did like that part. Like I said, I tried. She was the one that I actually tried to romance, if you will. But, like, she stonewalled me, man. She's stonewalling me. And the problem was that she was stonewalling me, and here I am walking downstairs, you know, checking things out, seeing what's up. Maybe I want an arcane, and then, you know, I'm rolling out, right? And I'm just like,
This is your cooldown. My hero.
yeah, so, you know, it was like, it was all about it.
And I carry you still.
my bloodstream's covered.
I mean, she's all in, dude. Not to mention, she keeps telling me not to be late. It's freaking me out at the same time. Yeah, I heard that those two are the easiest ones to kind of get with. But in the end, like I said, it was just a lot. You could just tell. Eleanor, she was all in. So I was like, you know, if someone wants to be with me that bad, then I think they should get it. And they did. What do you all think of, you know what else we could probably do? Halvania. What do you think of this place? This is like my favorite tile set too, by the way. I just want a nice, easy exterminate. Yeah, there we go. Let's go take a look around Halvania. 18K, that is a great thing. And that is actually in my video too. Good catch. I mean, I don't know. I just think maybe it's kind of nostalgic for me a bit, because where I grew up when I was young looks very similar to this place. Downtown Pittsburgh. Like I could even see some of this stuff looking like a couple of the little areas that are like right inside, like right outside the city, I guess I should say. And then whenever I get into the malls and stuff, oh man, you don't even know. It's like, I just very much, it's like the biggest nostalgia trip. Oh, you know what? Somebody asked, I wanted to say this because I don't think I said it before, because I'm not sure everybody knows it, but the reason why I put roar on a lot of my things too is because it grants faction damage. That way I don't have to put one of those mods on my guns and stuff, making it nice and easy.
Flipped into self-destruct. Get worksy, fewer fervor charges should pop it. But know this, open that thing and the tech bot will get riled up crazy.
Now this, like I've said in other streams, this area is just, this just looks so much like Remnant from Ashes. It's almost uncanny. And that was like one of my favorite environments there, so it worked out really well. Yeah, that's what I love about it. Like I said, it's one of those things that, like, faction damage is just really good. Actually, I think faction damage is one of the better things to be using right now. But I hate having to I would always forget to switch it up for every different mission that I'm doing. My memory only serves so many different purposes, if you will. You know what I'm saying? With as much information as I put in, something has to, you know, pop out periodically. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. The one problem with roar, obviously, is that if you use it on anything but Rhino, it's severely diminished. That being said, if you're running a strength build anyhow, like how I'm doing with Revenant here, I can get up to 100% additional faction damage. So, and, you know, we put Matter Eye on top of it. It's a lot of damage. Oh, okay, okay. Well, thank you either way. That's my boy's account, but I made it for him originally, but he's more of a Sonic. He's a bit younger. He's more of a, he likes the Sonic games the best. They've got that new one coming out here. Or is it out now with Shadow? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's, you know, when you take into consideration, again, you really do have to kind of build into it. If you're only getting a tiny bit of additional damage, it's maybe not, if you're not using a lot of additional strength. But I think my Revenant has like 300% plus power strength, so it works out nice. But I've been working on my build now to solo the tank. I haven't actually had a ton of time to like dig into that yet, mainly because I've been working on so many other things. Just grinding away to get the rank, man. And then waiting each day, but yet still trying to do the other things to get some more dialogue. There's our boy Robert Mesner. So I don't have a good enough Zol. What I do have is this Archetytron. But I was trying to do that a little bit, and it wasn't really working out as well as I'd hoped. I don't know. I have to figure out exactly what I'm doing. I actually have to take some time to do it. Like, I've been just doing it in between missions that I'm recording, or, you know, in between writing something. Like, I'll just go on and I haven't like really like sat down to get in. Hello, Severus. How are you? Anybody want to join me in a mission here? I can't play incredibly long today because I do have a bunch of stuff I got to get done. Christmas being on the way and the video I want to get out, but I wouldn't mind. I just hit max rank with I think it was 2 days ago. It's cool. The connection part is definitely the coolest thing, though. You know, that was amazing. Okay. If you're already a friend of mine, just wait until I'm done with this mission. We can get you in. But if you haven't already sent me a friend request and want to play in this stream or even in future streams, yeah, nice. Don't mind if I do. I was looking for a mood crystal. Let me finish this mission and I'll... I thought... Didn't I already have these? I did. Thank you. Thank you. It's interesting. You kind of go through and like try to figure out what all the stores used to be. Like this was probably a Radio Shack, right? Or like something like that, like a Circuit City type deal. Because it's a little bigger than a typical Radio Shack. They were typically in like the you know, the little mini malls and such. Then you got the pretty cool movie theater. They only got 2 screens going on, so. But I guess, well, I don't know. See, I think even in 1999, that they would have had more than 2 screens. That's what I do, Quincy. Some of that film. Never know what you're going to need standing for at some point. I know there are quite a few tasty arcanes this time. Like legitimately useful ones. For any build, really. Are you all cool with playing, I mean, I imagine you are, but, wait, hold on, let me get everybody together. Oh! Oh, thank you. You don't have to make it. Ooh, thank you. Yeah! Those are gonna go up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, what song did you all choose? What are y'all down for? You want to do the tank? Who here's finished the big tank? The special one. Shut it down. That's a good one. Actually, all the music in this update's been pretty good. Pretty damn good. I was gonna say, dude. Like, not too often would I say that I would be interested in buying the CD for a game for an update, right? But in this particular one, like, I would absolutely be down with it. Like, without question. It's literally, and that's saying something, because Warframe's music is fabulous typically, but this particular update, I feel like Wally like kind of breathed life into you know, the music group there with Matthew Chalmers and Keith Power, and was just like,
those who celebrate death pop beneath their tracks. Alvania endures.
Is that so? All right, Hex. How about we show Victor where we stand?
alrighty.
Crash that tank.
Anybody want a nice buff? Come over by me real quick.
Move the HO9 into position. Cover flanks with ferrocite barricades. Nothing touches my beta.
Congratulations on your
Someone want to,
now,
if you can find the special terminal,
Stormfall paratroopers. Yeah, you heard me right.
call it out there, would you? Something wrong with my mic? You can't hear me? Playing on iPad with 4. Can you all hear me or not? There's something wrong? Hello? My mic sounds like it's from 2009. You know what? Maybe that's, I mean, sorry, I'm like totally not even paying attention to the mission right now because I'm trying to look at the...
Stormfall. You're going
Oh, nice,
against
okay.
the most dangerous breed of tech rot. The Hex. Best of luck to you. Good hunting.
I missed it because I wasn't paying attention at all. Did we do it? Ah, crap. That one sucked. Dude, this one's tough. Oh, I hate this one too.
And shoot down the barrier. Don't make me ask you again.
I'm having real trouble with this. Yeah. I actually assumed you guys were going to do it personally. Finally.
Move.
Sorry.
Security level just ratcheted up. If you got a death wish, this is one way to get your wish granted.
All right.
I was getting lonely anyway.
You can't use a cipher on that one, unfortunately. If you want to get the actual Apex tank, the big one, per se, you have to use, you have to actually do the thing. I think there's a bunch of RPGs around. Your microwave turned your PC off? Did we get through? Yeah.
Get rid of these slugs. Throw more troops at them. Shall I write it on your hand?
Alrighty.
Citizens, an object lesson in extremist self-delusion. The Hex is high on their own supply. They mean to murder the Scourger commander, devoted to keeping the infestation from your beds. But fear not. They march themselves towards...
If anybody finds the thing, try to mark it. The special one.
Watch and learn.
And yeah, I'll do it. I'll make sure I'm the one who looks stupid trying to put that thing together.
You know what to do. Call in another squad of Stormfall and get your greedy mitts on their RPGs.
Ah, okay, nice.
Security are full alert. One
Much
wasn't
better.
enough for you. You had to call in all of the Scourger.
We did.
Tell you what, make it out alive, and I'll buy you a beer.
Okay. Just gonna go all the way back and get this RPG. Probably shouldn't do that, but it's here, so give me this. Boop. Not sure if Roar does anything to the missiles or not. It might, though.
Scratch one.
Alrighty. What's a mile of rock? Oh, what's a mile? Okay. A mile is 5,284 feet. Or 5,280 feet. Does that... It's 1.6 kilometers, I believe. No, I can't. I guess Thermia is something that's like incredibly awesome, like even better than like it's better than Warframe awesome.
Our prize must survive. Our plans depend on it. Stormfall, eliminate these rats.
Don't look now, but you've got a Stormfall squad coming your way. Wanna find out what their thermal rockets will do to that thing's armor?
Nightingale. Do you think the citizens of my fair city will rise up and follow your beautiful song? Have you looked in the mirror? You are
Sorry.
as hideous
I'm old, guys. You know, I'm old.
cower from. You are.
You can't expect me to get all these memes and such.
This pillock is gonna get this entire town killed. Mark my words.
Dude, the Fell Arcs is awesome. I didn't realize how good it was. Mainly because I couldn't figure out how to do the one part of the Incarnon where it was like you had to get a bunch of headshots on Void Angels, and like I couldn't understand even what to do because it said something to the effect of like you had to get like 20 headshots or something, and the magazine was only what, like 6 or something. I was just like, I don't understand how do I do this? And then of course I went online and figured it out. Oh no. Oh, it's... Oh, nice. Thank you. Okay, I can't even do anything. We gotta get some of these things out of the way here. They're hindering our ability to do anything. Where is that tank? Oh, it's over here. Nice. Whoa. I like when you get slapped by the tank. That is probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Finish it off fast.
Let me finish it off. So, that green stuff that's kind of like being push down, like drop down, that actually takes away our abilities. Can't do anything in it. I'm looking back at the chat now and thinking how stupid I feel about the whole mouth thing. Wait, where's everybody else at?
Now do you see what you're dealing with, Victor? You can't control this. You can't manage it or exploit it. Hex, let's show Victor how it's done. Finish that thing. Just look for the soft bits and hit it there.
I just don't feel like I'm getting a lot of damage out of this thing for some reason. Oh, the fragmented one I think is a lot harder than this, dude. That thing sucks. You just get shot from everywhere. What the hell? It's taking like no damage. Wow. Does it scale with more people? How is everybody doing? Where'd everybody go? Did everybody die? Is that what? Because I would just be more interested in just stopping if that's the case. I apologize. I was just trying to stay alive. You want to try it again? Let's just try it again. Okay, who do we need to get back in? Do you want to, well, did you get that invite? Nice, okay. Let's go again. Do you have to solo it to get the glyph? Is that how it works? Hello. Glitch, glitch, glitch. Hold on. I think this is the only way I know of to... Oh, we can't. We have to all do it together. I don't know. I think the only way to clear a bounty... Can you do it? Is there a way to do it? Yeah, okay. No. Everybody go to... The people that are in the group right now, go to your back room. I think that's the only way to clear an active quest, as far as I can tell, because this has happened a couple times already. Okay, you're in there already. All right. Maybe that's the only way to do it. You know, all things considered, though, I will say I haven't had a lot of bugs or anything with this update. I'm not saying that it's been bug free. It certainly hasn't been that. But overall, it's been pretty okay. Like I said, and the bugs haven't been anything that I would call like we're just, you know, completely destroyed everything. It wasn't too bad, actually. Nice.
But glory of Lua, etc., etc., cleanse the city.
Bollocks. His tanks are here to tighten his stronghold on Holvania.
So, what I will tell all the members here today is, moving forward, I'm probably going to only stream, like, quests and stuff. But what I want to do is I'll probably do the streaming like this just for members moving forward. Like I said, now if there's a new quest that comes, I'll stream that, or new update, or something like that. Cool. But I think that I'm going to make streams more of a members-only type thing.
Barricades up. Nothing gets through Ferrocite.
That's our ticket. Now get to a comms terminal. Use that to call in reinforcements. For them. Hey, never said this would be easy.
Alright, let's find it. I will say I've done this thing solo, and it seemed much easier than with 4 people, so I guess they have to have a level of scaling. Yeah, that's a good one right there. I don't mind that one so much.
Raise the security level. Reach their systems again, and their resistance is only going to get more fierce.
For a second, I thought he said Morpheus.
Stormfall squad deploying. Watch the skies.
Potentially, but at the same time, like, I'm not necessarily trying to go for tons of members per se. I like the idea of it maybe being
Paratroopers
you know, kind of another perk. If you will. Which in the end, I think, you know, it's nice that you all are willing to do this. You know, it didn't require you know, much for you to want to support me, and I feel like it's only, you know, fair to, especially the people that are willing to go the extra mile to get, you know, a little bit extra from what I can give. So I'm not saying it won't be, you know, the only thing that I do, if you will, but it'll definitely be something that I want to reserve for members, I think, more than just the general, like, weekly type thing.
We're here to evict you. Another barrier. Victor really wants to keep us out. Get your hands on a Thermian RPG and take it down.
Or maybe if nothing else, we do like 4, like, once a week streams with the members, and then like an additional stream, like maybe 2 times a month or 3 times a month or whatever, with everybody. You know, giving additional value, plus still allowing, you know, people that aren't members to actually get involved every once in a while too, like a nice compromise. Anybody find the thing? Well, I mean, I appreciate it, you know. You know, it's one thing that I put a lot of time into my videos, but somebody has to appreciate that time being put, or else it's you know, just wasted time. So oh, nice. Oh, you're the best. Thanks.
Security are full alert.
Oh, wait, what's that?
One tank not enough for you. You had to call in all of the Skuldra. Tell you what, make it alive, and I'll buy you a beer.
I hate that one. Give me another one. Oh! Why do you gotta do it to me? Give me a different one. I hate that one. There we go. This one's alright.
You will suffer for this in a million future lives of surpassing wretchedness.
Dude, Victor is... He is just all about straight up intensity.
Really kick the hornet's nest now. Full alert active. Hope you know what you're doing.
So maybe you're right though. That's probably the better way. Definitely give the streams to the members, but you know, 2 streams a month for everybody else, at least. I still want the focus of the channel to be on videos, not on streaming, because, you know, I'm not a streamer. This is more for just the opportunity to get to talk with you all, you know.
Our prize must survive. Our plans depend on it. Stormfall. Eliminate these rats.
Don't look now, but you've got a Stormfall squad coming your way.
Yeah, see these things right here. That green goo, whatever the hell it is. We got to get that out of there, or it will make it very, very difficult.
No more of the laziness, the blasphemy, and mental rot. This is my chance to cleanse, to purge, to make this city powerful. Once
Never waste a crisis, right, Victor? Oh, how I wish you understood just how outmatched you were. And I don't mean by us. Amir's getting strange readings from that tank. You better finish it off quick.
Very nice. The WARFRAME looks amazing too.
doesn't mean it wants you any less dead. Take it down. Something tells me that thing won't like it if you pop its sits.
Oh yeah, this is much better with with additional people.
Tech quad regeneration. We need to find a way to make the damage stick.
I know people, they really don't care for this ability with Revenant, but man, I love it. Oh, looks like we got some armor strippage too. Nice. Oh, this fight's going much differently than the last one. Is it? Mustn't let that happen. I don't think this tank is long for the world. Nice job.
Now it's dead.
That was
Has no idea.
very nice indeed.
Head home, rest up. We've got more to do tomorrow.
And time to head home for treats. Very nice. Good job. Yeah, that was very nice indeed. That was a real good round. That was a real good round indeed. Is there anybody else in the chat that hasn't completed the thing yet and wants to have a go at it? Well, I do appreciate you being here, buddy. Thank you so much.
Get you sorted with threads, bling, ink. You feel me?
On VC. What's VC, PG? Oh. Oh. I could. I never really thought to do that, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, but that's definitely something I could do in the future without question. I have to set it up, though. Maybe I could make a chat specific. Oh, look at that. Maybe I could make a chat specifically for these streams, and then that would actually work out real well. It'd be a lot easier. I don't really know a ton about Discord because I don't use it very frequently, but you are inspiring me to maybe want to do it more, if you will. That's probably the better way to do it. Whoa, what the? Oh, is that one of the new things? I gotta get them. I gotta get those. Well, I'll tell you what. If nobody else actually wants to do a run here, I may end up stopping the stream right now, only to start getting to work on the video. I got a lot of work to do on it. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of give you guys like a little bit of a special preview on what to expect. I've given up a couple little what I would call well, Ember would work a lot better. Yeah, why don't you I've definitely given you a preview, and I hope some things to think about before the video comes out. Like I said, this is one of the craziest quests, without question. And I do think they have two very distinct, what I would call, endings to it. And I'm going to be presenting both of those as the red pill and the blue pill. I would go for more, but does anybody else want to go? Oh, there you go. That's the way. That works a lot better. I'll go for one more run in the tank. Is there anybody else that needs to do it? Or wants to do it? No? Look at Revenant, you know, he kind of wants to see what's going on behind him. That being said, what I will say is, moving forward, we'll do a members only stream without question. We'll do a members only stream every week. And then, depending on what's going on, we'll do like another one on something else, or you know, if it has something to do, especially if, like I said, if there's a new quest or if there's some new information that comes out, or even I think I was kind of considering doing this in the past. I just don't know exactly how to go about it. But what I was thinking of is doing like a post-video stream. Like, not necessarily right after the video's over, but essentially like maybe the day after, so people get a chance to watch it, take it in, and then we can kind of discuss it. I'm just not 100% sure how to do that in its entirety, because kind of for the reason that we saw here, it's just hard for me to catch all the different questions that are going through. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and I could be missing something, you know, potentially something really important. So the only thing I can think of, and what I would definitely stress to everybody, if there's a comment in the stream that you really want me to see, put my name there, because it comes up nice and big and it's orange and I can see it really well. Yeah, and I think that's what we'll do. It'll be basically, like I said, Ember, click the stream again. See, it works. We can just kind of keep doing this. Like I said, just a little extra for what you guys do for me. You know, it's nothing super crazy, but at the same time, I very much appreciate, you know, the fact that you're willing to. Wow, it's looking pretty good right there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just really getting into it. Those are some nice, like obliques there too that you got. Something special. Alrighty. The Revenant sure does. Well, guys, with that in mind, I will probably end up... Dude, the Revenant is just so funny here. With that in mind, I probably will close the stream right now. Like I said, I very much appreciate you guys showing up. I know it's kind of a short one, but I do want to get to the video, and I'm going to get that finished up because I think that's what everybody is waiting for anyhow, right? So, thank you again for being here, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the little taste you got of the video. Something to think about. I'm curious to see which pill you'll all be taking, the red one or the blue one. But you'll have to let me know at the end of the next, or in the video, okay? So, at any rate, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day today. And I'm looking forward to seeing you, and I would say maybe 2 to 3 days max for the video. Maybe a little Christmas surprise, if you will, a little bit beforehand. So what we'll do, like I said, maybe in different weeks, what we can do is change the times, periodically, so that other people can get a chance to play. Maybe next time we'll do like the 3 o'clock stream or something like that. Okay. And then we'll just keep moving it around based upon what people can do. At any rate, hope you all take care today. Looking forward to seeing you at the video. Talk at you all later. Bye.